Hello everybody, Panzerpandas here, and in this video we are not actually going to be doing any kind of War Thunder gameplay, or well, we're not gonna be checking out new vehicles or anything like that. In this video, what I want to talk about is the new Japanese tech tree, which will be coming out for the naval forces, something that we have been all waiting for so long. And honestly, at the beginning of the game, at the beginning of the entire CBT battles and the open beta, I was actually hoping for this. Because we got the British Navy, we got the German Navy, we got the Russian Navy, and we got the American Navy. However, the main problem is, where was the Japanese Navy? We got all the big navies from the conflict. However, well, the Japanese weren't really there. And basically, what I want to say is that, well, the fact that Ganjin, the fact that War Thunder is actually introducing this kind of vehicles, it makes me feel super excited about this game. However, well, the main problem is that we're not gonna be getting any kind of, heavy ships, like for example Yamato. However, it is a big step into the, well, naval battles, which actually makes me a little bit excited about it. And, well, I'm actually looking forward to it. So, basically, at the beginning, what can we get? So, obviously, what War Thunder is doing at the beginning of every kind of navy or any kind of, introducing anything into War Thunder, you can pre-order a vehicle. Well, to be honest, as far as I know, the Japanese destroyers aren't as good as, for example, the British destroyers. As far as we can all tell, the British and the Germans and Russians during World War II, they were all in a close quarters conflict. The Japanese, for example, what they did, they were mostly focusing on the anti-aircraft weaponry. As during World War II, you had the Japanese versus the Americans, and then the British also joined in to help out the Americans against the Japanese. And basically what was happening, it was mostly air to ground or air to ship battles. And what the actual Japanese Navy needed was some kind of anti-aircraft defenses, which also kind of defeats the point of having destroyers or any kind of, smaller vehicles for the Japanese naval forces, as all of those smaller ships from Japan, all the small Japanese ships, they were basically used as the escort vehicles. And all of those escort vehicles were escorting heavier ships, such as the battleships or light or heavy cruisers. Also, light cruisers were also being used for the escorting of the basically carriers and also the heavy ships, like the battleships. However, well, having light cruisers in here, that's gonna be something amazing. What I'm looking for is the Japanese Kuma class, which hopefully we're gonna get it, as this is one of the more iconic Japanese light cruisers. And for example, for destroyers, what I'm expecting is to get the Fubuki class destroyer. And yeah, that's about it, to be honest, because that's the only two vehicles I'm looking forward to, and that's the only two vehicles I believe I can get at the moment in the Japanese naval forces. Also, another thing which we get in War Thunder, also another amazing thing in War Thunder we actually get is, well, we're getting a new class of ships. We are getting heavy cruisers. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting the heavy cruisers, and this is going to be amazing. This is going to be super amazing, as honestly I am not the biggest fan of the light cruisers. However, having heavy cruisers in the game, this is a game changer. This is going to be a game changer, and in the future I'm really looking forward to getting battleships in the game. Basically what I think, maybe in 6 months, like half a year or maybe a little bit longer, we'll be getting our first battleships. Although I don't think that we're gonna get the Iowa class battleship or the Yamato class battleship right away in 6 months. However, what I'm looking for, maybe in the next update, we could perhaps get the HMS Hood, and maybe we can also sink it in 30 seconds as well. One of the big issues actually about this game and about what's gonna be happening is, after the 1.89 update, if you don't actually pre-order the actual vehicle, you're not gonna have access to the Japanese CBT, which it's kind of painful. As well, definitely what's gonna be happening is we will be able to, you know, have some of the vehicles, some of the Japanese vehicles at some point. However, we won't be able to, you know, use all of them, or we're just gonna have to wait another few months until we get to use them. And this is like a little bit of a disadvantage, as some people like, for example, me, a university student who, well, barely earns any money and lives on a student loan and has to study, you know. Well, for example, I don't really have this much money. And as I said in one of my previous videos, doing this kind of situation is terrible, as Ganjin has made War Thunder to being able to, you know, be run on almost like a calculator. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you like plug in War Thunder to a microwave, you can still run it, and you can still make your favorite food in it. However, the whole thing is like, you pay £50 for a CBT. If you add on everything which you have to pay for in War Thunder, this is going to be way more expensive than actually getting a proper good computer on which you can play the whole game. So this is like something that actually complicates the whole thing in my head, and I'm actually a little bit confused about it. However, well, what can I say? We're getting new Japanese vehicles, hopefully soon. Next update, hell yeah. Maybe we're gonna get some new aircrafts. If you subscribe to this channel and follow me on YouTube, then you're definitely going to get the new updates for War Thunder. I'm literally checking the website and Instagram about War Thunder every day, literally almost every day. And we get all the new information, and yeah, I'm gonna tell you everything. So anyways, thank you for watching, and Panzer Panda out.